since I was a jit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip.
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America's. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Flush to his right. Complete to Bryant. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, Newton trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Newton now to throw. Bryant has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. To throw is Newton. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Newton. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 19 carries, 63 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he will find his man on the outside. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Let's go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Newton. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. 25 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
From the red zone now, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out as they have... And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually... making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ.
I see you over there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Off of play action, it's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Right to the 3. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 8.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, that's going to be caught by Samuel. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now Newton got his target, Samuel. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Newton now to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton has got Smith here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Gun.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Newton on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Newton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. They snap it to Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more.
Set. 19. Army.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 24. Watch the safety creep.
Newton now to throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
20.
Newton throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Texans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Squeeze, double. 8. Bang, express. Check, crunch. Shit, watch.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
58 to us. Been a long day for you. At 58.
On fourth down, Newton. It's caught by Bryant. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
48 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory.